Hello everyone! Let me guess, you probably think you're looking at a baby bear, right? You're very wrong. It's actually a wolf dog, and as its name suggests, it is a hybrid between a dog and a wolf. It's too aggressive to be considered a domesticated dog, but is too friendly to humans to live in the wild. If you want to see more animals that look completely different when they are young, watch the video to the end. In the comments below the video, people jokingly say, "Hey, kid, if you're such a dangerous predator, why are you so cute?" We didn't know that the offspring of a fearsome hippo looked like this. You might think that this is some sort of an animatronic robot rather than a live animal. But adult hippos are really scary. The hippopotamus is said to be the most dangerous predator in Africa. The number of attacks on humans per year far exceeds the number of attacks by lions, leopards, and cheetahs. Be warned, you're not prepared for what you're about to see. Yes, the pouch and the cubs are nothing like what we saw in Winnie the Pooh. Kangaroo reproduction is a curious process. Gestation in these animals usually lasts no more than 40 days, but the mothers can carry the cub in the pouch for up to 8 months.
Hello in there.
Some people think that kangaroos magically appear in their mother's pouch, but in fact, they are born naturally, like other mammals, and then find the pouch by smell and get into it on their own. This is possible thanks to the claws that they have from the first day of life. Hyena cubs look completely harmless, but don't let them fool you.
He's so happy.
She's got the cutest smile.
They may look cute, but they are born with sharp teeth. However, hyena cubs usually start hunting after their first year of life. Until then, the mother takes care of their sustenance. You look at this beautiful animal and you can't believe it's about to turn into a ferocious dog weighing 50 kilos. However, the American Bulldog will not hurt a human no matter how old it is. At least it will not attack unprovoked. Although these strong dogs have been bred to bait bulls, they will never use their strength without reason. By the way, American Bulldogs are very popular among American celebrities. They are the perfect companion for a large family. For example, you can see such a dog in Angelina Jolie's house, while Pink has a dog of this breed tattooed on her arm. It is surprising how small elephants look compared to their parents, although they already weigh quite a lot at birth, usually more than 100 kilos. Interestingly, the bond between a mother elephant and her calves is one of the strongest in the animal world. Although pregnancies last more than 600 days, elephants are born nearly blind. The baby is totally dependent on its mother's milk for its first 2 years, and doesn't leave its family until it's between 12 and 16 years old. When you see two adorable polar bears jokingly fighting, it's hard to believe that this is the world's largest land predator, and that it's also quite dangerous for humans. In general, these animals don't hunt people on purpose, but in a desperate situation, they can attack you. This is partly due to the warming of the Arctic. The predators have less and less prey, and their behavior becomes more unpredictable as the years go by. Have you ever noticed how funny rhino ears are? In adults, you don't notice them as much, but when you look at a calf that hasn't yet grown a majestic horn on its nose, this endearing feature immediately catches your eye. The Chow Chow is one of the cutest dog breeds. Can this ball of fur actually protect its owner from thieves on the street? It sure can. Look what kind of beast it can become. No wonder this breed was valued already in the ancient times of the Chinese Empire. Despite its charming appearance, it can be an excellent warrior, a first-class hunter, and a faithful bodyguard. You probably know what a lion cub looks like from visits to the zoo and the Lion King remake, but they're pretty cute, so why not take another look at them? By the way, did you know that some lions are born with leucism? Not to be confused with albinism, it is not the same thing. White lions differ from albinos in the fact that they have normal pigmentation of the eyes. Look how beautiful these animals are. They're also very rare. There are only a couple of hundred of these animals worldwide. This looks like a harmless lizard, but that's because you don't know what it'll turn into. In fact, this is a tiny Komodo dragon, which as an adult can weigh more than 130 kilograms, and it can kill much larger prey, such as ungulate mammals, whose legs it often breaks with a swipe of its powerful tail. To be honest, we don't want to get close to marine iguanas, but their babies are so cute that we want to hug them. Just one look at a tiny green iguana is enough to immediately understand why it's so popular as a pet. Adults are much more formidable though. By the way, see that strange flap of skin on its throat? The animal needs it for temperature regulation. It also uses it to keep trouble away. If the iguana is caught by surprise, it will extend this flap called a dewlap. Also, like many lizards, the iguana can drop its tail in a stressful situation and grow a new one afterwards. Turtles are probably one of the most diverse animals in the animal world. Not only are there sea and land species, but they also vary greatly in size. For example, among the land-dwelling species, you can find quite tiny individuals with a length of about 10 centimeters. And then there are giant turtles, which weigh up to 500 kilograms. Tiny panther cubs look so helpless that you want to take them home, but we remind you that you shouldn't. Naturally, these animals should not be kept in cramped conditions. They are very powerful, strong, and agile predators, which, by the way, not only run very well, but can also climb trees and swim. This snake has just been born and it's already trying to bite its owner's hand. And rightly so, it's a baby anaconda. By the way, did you know that these reptiles can eat almost anything? But they are especially fond of capybaras, which, by the way, can weigh up to 60 kilos. Remember the white lions? Well, white tigers also exist, again because of leucism. However, although white lions can still be found in the wild, there are no longer tigers with this trait in the wild. They are bred exclusively in zoos and nature reserves. This is largely because their coloring is, in fact, nature's mistake, and it makes life very difficult for them. Imagine what it would be like for such an animal to survive in the savannah without camouflage. At first, you might think this is some kind of lizard, but after seeing its eyes, you will know right away that a small crocodile has just hatched from this egg. It's hard to believe that this baby could grow into a giant several meters long. And this is the Cuvier dwarf caiman named Turbo, a real Instagram celebrity. And before you wonder how its owner is not afraid of having a huge predator in her house, we must clarify something. These animals aren't that big. They barely reach 6 or 7 kilograms when they grow up. Another question, can you guess what animal species this baby belongs to? You won't believe it, but this is a newborn panda. An adult panda weighs 90 kilos on average, but the cubs weigh only 100 grams, 900 times less than their mothers. And that ratio is a record among all mammal species. Rottweilers are fast-growing dogs, but even as adults, they retain a carefree, puppy-like expression on their face. See it for yourself. It's as if this dog was enlarged at the click of a mouse, but other than that, it hasn't changed at all. If Spielberg had used a baby great white shark for his famous movie, it probably wouldn't have been very scary. They look pretty innocent, but don't be fooled. In fact, great white sharks are dangerous from a very young age. Baby sharks are born with a full set of teeth, so they can feed and fend for themselves from the first days of their life. How cute are baby skunks? If only they weren't so smelly. By the way, some people don't mind the smell of these animals at all, so they keep them as pets. Besides, you should know that their unusual smell is very important for the ecosystem. For example, it helps to exterminate harmful insects, which destroy plants beneficial to humans. It's impossible not to recognize those cute ears. This is a lynx cub. By the way, the tufts of hair on the tips of its ears are not just decorative. In fact, they are a sound wave locator. It allows lynxes to have acute hearing and be able to hear the footsteps of an enemy even a few miles away. No wonder that catching this feline is not easy at all. Gorillas are very intelligent animals. You can tell just by the look in their infant's eyes. Check it out. It's no coincidence that human DNA is virtually identical to that of the gorilla. However, physically, humans do not compare to gorillas. On average, a male gorilla is at least 6 times stronger than an adult physically trained man. Can you guess what species of bird these babies are? It seems surprising, but they are ostrich chicks. At this age, their necks are not as long as those of their parents, and their plumage looks different. However, they become independent very quickly. A couple of days after hatching, the young birds leave the nest and forage for food. At 1.5 years of age, they can run as well as their parents, at about 70 kilometers per hour. When you see this puppy, you know right away what it'll look like in a few years. It'll become a real fighter. The Cane Corso is descended from Roman gladiator dogs, so it has the proper genes. For example, he has the 3rd strongest bite among all canines. Of course, an inexperienced person should not adopt a dog of this breed. Not everyone can train a Cane Corso, but if you work really hard, this dog will become a loyal friend, always ready to protect you from trouble. Do you think this is a full-grown cat? Nope, it's not. You're looking at a Maine Coon kitten, which is about the same size as other adult breeds. Just imagine. The largest Maine Coon in the world lives in the United States and is 120 centimeters long. That's all for today, my friend. Don't forget to give us a like. See you soon.